Phish, guess what?
What, Arty?
We've finally got part 7 of the CBR project. Can you believe this?
No, Arty, I can't. When you called me to let me know we were back on, I nearly fell off my chair.
You and me both, my friend. You and me both. Anyway, we're starting with a few pictures of the fairing repairs that took so long. As you can see, the guy had to do quite a lot of work, repairing cracks and replacing missing pieces.
I did see that the guy did quite a few YouTube shorts, showing the progress of the fairing repairs.
He sure did, Phish, but we can go over the basics today, just as a refresher.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
So, to recap, the guy bought the bike with the standard white, red, and blue bodywork, but it was all accident damaged, not too bad, but lots of scuffs and cracks. The guy then had a moment of shiny object syndrome when he saw a cheap Repsol fairing on eBay.
Good old shiny object syndrome. It gets the best of us, hee.
Oh yeah, guilty your honor, haha. So, apart from the lowers and the front mudguard, the Repsol fairings weren't too bad, so the guy took a punt on them, and we all know how this turned out, haha.
Well, it sure turned out to be a lot of work for the guy. But let's face it, he didn't rush.
No, he didn't, but I think a lot of the problem was he didn't have room in the shed to spray them, so had to wait for warmer, drier weather to do that. So, as we can see, the left-hand fairing lower had a replacement piece grafted onto it. Initially, it was just plastic welded to get it in the right place, but as we will see, it was later done with fiberglass.
Good idea. The fiberglass will give it a lot more strength.
Yeah, the guy did the same with all the cracks, basically backing the cracks with fiberglass matting, and then redoing the front with fiberglass filler. The other thing the guy had to do was remake most of the fitting tabs on the underside of the fairing. This was done by cutting off bits of the sacrificial fairing panel, and again, fiberglassing them onto the new fairing. They say a picture paints 1,000 words, so we'll just let this video run for a bit.
Okay, Arty, let's take a look.
Phish, I'm getting bored.
Me too, Arty. Can we talk about something?
Yeah, we better had, before our viewer switches off, haha. So Phish, what do you think of the repair work, so far?
Well, it's all starting to look the right shape, but I can't help think it would have been easier to just buy a new, cheap fairing. I mean, what do they cost? $400?
Yeah, you're probably in the ballpark there. The problem is, the guy just can't help himself if he thinks he's getting a bargain, haha.
Would it be fair to say the guy got his fingers burnt this time?
I think he got his fingers burnt the moment he bought the bike. Yeah, talk about starting as you mean to go on, haha.
I'm guessing he must get some kind of weird enjoyment out of this sort of thing.
You're probably right, my friend, and I think there's probably plenty more like him out there too, but they do say, it takes all sorts to make the world go round.
Well, I suppose that's not a bad thing. At least it gave him something to video.
Yeah, that's right, it's better to look at the positives. Anyways, you can see here where the new tabs were fitted. Apparently, even though you can't see them, they were pretty important to make the fairing sections fit together properly. And, as if by magic, here they are, all slotted together, nicely enough.
I have to say, Arty, they do look like they fit together pretty well.
The guy was a bit of a bozo, and didn't video the next few stages. I mean, seriously, is it really that difficult to remember to point a camera and press record? Some people,
So what did the guy forget to record?
Well, a moment ago, we saw the top, white part of the fairing taped off and covered. And now, we can see the painting completed. So, basically, the guy forgot to show the whole bottom part being filler primed, and then the red and black bit areas getting taped off separately for spraying in their respective colors.
Oh, that is a big chunk to forget. Was the guy drunk or something?
No, I don't think so. He was just a bozo, haha. At least it wasn't too long until he got his act together. So what we can see here is the sprayed fairings flatted back with wet end dry paper, ready for lacquering. It was after this that we had our long wait over the winter, while the guy waited for a warm dry day to lacquer them. And here we are, the stickered up and lacquered, finished articles.
Whoa. Arty, they do look good, don't they?
Yeah, just as long as you don't get too close, haha. Actually, the guy had to flat the lacquer back with 2000 grit wet end dry paper to remove the worst of the blemishes. He then went over them with G3 compound before polishing them with Auto Glim Super Resin Polish. He put Honda stickers on the bottom, rather than a load of sponsor stickers, like the original. After all, nobody was paying him, haha.
You know what, Arty? I think they look okay. But what do they look like on the bike?
Well, my friend, how about we find out?
Whoa, 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 and whoa again. Arty, that bike looks great.
Yeah, even I have to agree, it turned out okay. How about we disappear for a bit, so the folks can get a proper look at the bike?
Good idea, Arty.
Okay folks, see you in a bit. Okay folks, you have to put up with our ugly mugs again.
Speak for yourself.
So, there we have it, the finished article. At least in road bike mode.
Arty, that sounds intriguing. Is there more still to come with this project?
There sure is. The guy has just bought a race fairing for it, to get it ready for track days.
Wow, was it a cheap, damaged one off eBay?
No, believe it or not, he's actually bought a new one, but only after the seller discounted it, haha.
Well, maybe he's finally learned a lesson about cheap secondhand stuff.
I very much doubt that. You know what they say, old habits die hard.
Oh well, some people will never learn. I've noticed the guy's old ZX9 in the background. What's happening to that?
Well, he won't sell it. He never sells anything. No, I think he's keeping it as a track day bike for the time being, at least until the CBR is converted to track mode.
Well, I guess the ZX9 will be getting used on track for quite a while. If the second part of the CBR project takes as long as the first,
Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't think the guy will mind, as I know how much he loves his ZX9.
I can't help think that his allegiance might change when he finally gets the CBR on track.
Time will tell on that one, my friend, but I'm guessing you'll be right. Anyways, Phish, I think that's pretty much it for this video.
Well, Arty, it's been a long wait, but I think it was worth it. I love the finished bike.
Yeah, I guess it was worth the wait. Thanks for watching folks, and see you again sometime in the future.